Hi guys, I'm Alejandro, and hello to you from Hidden Hills in sunny California, where it's unfortunately not sunny today. Today I wanted to make a video about one of my favorite cars growing up, and that right there is the M Coupe. This right now belongs to me, but I'm obviously giving it away in my pro membership giveaway, but that's nor here nor there. I just want to talk about this car because this was honestly one of the most significant cars from my childhood. I want to explain to you guys a little bit about it. I want to tell you what I love about it, and then I want to tell you what I hate about it. And then hopefully one of you guys is going to take it home with you and enjoy the living crap out of a future classic, because there's no doubt in my mind this car will appreciate. So let's get started. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is called the M Coupe. This is based on the Z3, the old school Z3, which is a convertible. BMW wanted to create more rigidity on this chassis, on the chassis for the Z3, because the car was so good, the engine was great. They were getting a lot of great feedback, so they were like, you know what? We can even do better. We can make even more of a great driving experience, and this is why they made this car. This car is 2.7 times stiffer than the actual M convertible, or aka the M Roadster, which is actually the name of the other car. This is a shooting brake edition and version of that car. What does that mean? That means they added this right here. It's not convertible anymore. That means it's adding more rigidity because all of the chassis gets connected. You put two and two together. They used a lot of parts and panels from the M Roadster project, and the reason why they wanted to do that is they wanted to cut cost on developing the car. They were only going to make this car if it made financial sense. Unfortunately for them, when the car came out, the sales were not through the roof. No one was going crazy about it, especially in the US, because this is not really a car that in the United States does really well, because people here hate hatchbacks. But I was born and raised in Mexico, so this to me looks like one of the coolest cars on earth. Not only to me, I think, because back in the 90s, Maxim put this car in their top 10 most killer rides of the 90s. So think about that. Maxim, forget about car magazines, which by the way, this wore Car Design of the Year 1999 from Automobile Magazine. And you can tell why. This is so different from everything they've ever made. There's only been 2 generations of this car produced, ever. The first generation is this one that you're looking at, and this one splits in 2 groups. One, cars made in 1998 to 2000. This is a 2000 car, so this one falls into that one. This is an inline 6-cylinder engine that produces 240 horsepower. That is a great formula for this car because you keep it lightweight, you give it a lot of power with that nice engine that it has, the gearbox that it has, it's fucking perfect. But then they decided that they were going to do another one like this from 2001 to 2002 with an E46 M3 engine. That means 320 horsepower, 100 horsepower more than this. I did not know that when I bought this, so I clearly got mega royally fucked on my decision. Either way, I'm not regretting it one bit, because this was the most value I could get for the money. And honestly, the car just drives so well. Not everything is about power. Not everything is about crazy numbers. Not everything is about stats. Some of these are legends because they were born legends, because there's so much more than just those things. And in my book, this has been one of my dream cars ever, because I loved the E46 M3. That is my favorite BMW ever made, period. This would be my second one, but honestly, the one with the 320 horsepower engine, it's the one that I had in mind because I thought that was going to be the case. I love it so much. These cars were so aspirational. When I was growing up in Mexico, I remember seeing the M3s and everyone just fucking going mental about them. And I'm guessing when you're younger, you also look at cars, rather than Ferraris, McLarens, and all that shit, you want cars that look achievable to you. And that to me was like, okay, one day I can have one of those. Turns out the circumstances are a little different from what I expected and anticipated owning it for. But fuck, man, this is awesome. One of my most favorite designs. So, now that I showed you guys the car, let me tell you my favorite points. Number one, the design, we already talked about it. If you put some nice wheels on this thing, this car could be one of the best looking classics of all time. God. 2, my second favorite thing about this car is the way it drives. It's so tiny and so stiff at the same time.
That's what she said.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's body roll compared to like modern cars, but my God, this drives so nicely because of that formula. Lightweight, small, big engine. And also, you don't want a car that can get to you like, I enjoy more like going through the gears and just hearing the car rev up. So the way it drives is one of my favorite things about this car. The next one would be the looks inside too, because God, this is beautiful. Even though it's old and you can tell it's an older car, if you really look at the car, I mean, these are the gauges that made me fall in love with BMW. And actually, I think BMW fell in love with them because they had never changed them on the front. And until now, they're getting to it, and that's one of the biggest drawbacks for me. I like Mercedes because they change all of their interiors. But in this car, in this specific case, oh, this goes so well, and it's so nicely built, and specifically this car is so well taken care of. Oh, this is what dreams are made out of, kids. And also the 5-speed manual gearbox. Oh, I love this. You can't buy good manual cars anymore. There's very rare ones, and when they're good, they're super expensive. This is something you can beat the shit out of and enjoy yourself. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean you can really put it to work and enjoy it. And it's not gonna break. It probably won't kill you, which is great, but it'll be fun because it's a rear-wheel drive car, which takes me to my next point. It's a rear-wheel drive car, which means there's a lot of rear tire spinning, there's a lot of rear tire burning, and there's an immaculate driving feel. The driving sensation of this car is one of my favorite BMWs to date. I love the modern ones. Obviously, you drive a modern BMW, they're solid, but just old school, this is just so well calibrated to my taste. And the seats, man, oh. So, on to the parts that I'm not enjoying about the car. 1, the fact that I know it has less power than the other one, it definitely fucks with my head. 2, doesn't sound that great. And also, the E46 M3 didn't sound that great. You had to put an exhaust on it to really make it sound good. So, noise, it's not that great on this one either. Other than that, guys, I fucking adore this thing, and I hope whoever wins it really enjoys this as much as I do. Because it was a childhood dream of mine to own one of these. I just want to pass that car on to someone that will appreciate it as much as I do, because I think it'll be sad if it just goes to someone that will sell it. But it is what it is. It'll be your car anyways. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below which of those old school BMWs is your favorite, because I am dying to know what the audience is looking for, because who knows, maybe we can buy you guys another one. Anyways, guys, I'm Alejandro, and I do not approve this message. Thank you for watching.